What is up, YouTube? How is everyone doing today? Happy Love Day. Today is February 14th, which is Valentine's Day. I don't have a Valentine's per se, but I do have my family, my friends, my best friend, and I got you guys. 50 subscribers, which is insane. I've been doing this for since last month, January I started. It is now mid-February and I'm up to 50 subscribers, which I'm ecstatic about. So thank you guys. I love you guys. I hope everyone has had a good week and will finish off the week good. And I hope everyone has an amazing day. Today we got some paused low bar bench. Squats, wow. I don't know why I said bench. But we got the paused low bar squats today. So we got 4 sets of that and then the fatigue single at the end of those sets. And then we have our bench. So we got the six reps of bench plus that fatigue triple. So 3 sets of 6 and then that fatigue triple at the end to finish off that bench session. So nothing too crazy today, nothing too heavy, except for maybe that fatigue single, seeing how we are. My fatigue level right now is pretty high. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a long week and I've done a lot of skiing and snowboarding. My weightlifting has kind of diminished. My muscles are sore and yeah, I just feel a bit tired in a sense. But we're still out here. We're still here to train. So let's give it our all and let's lift as heavy as we can within our range. We want to make sure that those pauses are good and I'm not half-assing anything. And we want to make sure that for bench, I'm staying nice and tight and just exploding. So we'll see how today's session goes. And yeah, at the end of the day, we're here to have fun with it. So let's have fun with it. We'll get warmed up. We'll get going into that squat session. Let's see how these warm-ups feel. And then we'll see what we're going to be picking out for that fatigue single. Woohoo! I am ecstatic right now. Oh my. That's 500 solid pounds on the bar right there after like a full workout of paused reps. That's insane. I didn't think I was gonna do it, and I wasn't going to, right? Because my coach has it on my program for 227 kgs, right? And I did the 210 warm up and it felt weird. Felt pretty heavy, so I'm like, maybe not. So I loaded up 220 and I hit that, right? And then I'm like, it's only 7 more kgs, which is like 14 more pounds, right? Let's just do it. So I did it and I got it, and I'm happy that I did it because that's 500 pounds, 500 solid pounds right there. I used to chase this. This used to be my max like a year ago, and now I'm doing it at the end of a full squat workout. You know what? This week started off so bad, right? But now, you know what? We're ending off pretty good. It's Friday. I just squatted 500 pounds after a full workout, after being fatigued. So I am happy with that. I'm actually so happy right now. I don't know if you can tell, but that's crazy. And I don't know if you can tell, but there is like a slight bend to this bar right now. And you know, that it's always the best feeling. It's like once you get to that point where the bar is starting to bend, like I know I'm far away from like being near the top of powerlifters, but you know what? I don't even want to think about that because for me, this is insane. This is something I never thought that I'd be hitting like that. And here I am, just casually hitting 500 pounds in my basement after 4 sets of paused reps and 2 other warm-up sets of a fatigue triple. So in total, that's like, wow, math 8, nope, 7 working sets. Math is not mathing today. When is it ever though? I'm excited, I'm happy. This program has been so good for me, and I'm just, oh my, you know? We still got bench to do, so that's good. Kind of. Bench is easy. It's just 3 sets of 6 reps, and then a fatigue triple at the end. So easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And then we'll probably go take a shower. I was thinking maybe chill in the hot tub, but then I got to go to the gym, hit that gym session, and then I got work at 5 today. So that's the day. Like, oh my, that's crazy. That is crazy. I'm so excited right now. But let's get these weights off, another workout, and set up the bench, and we'll go from there. Oh. I am still amazed at what I just did there. 500-pound squat. And honestly, I was watching the video back, and it was a bit slow, but it wasn't that sticky. Like, I was not expecting it to move like that. I honestly was expecting to fail. I ain't even gonna lie to you guys. Like, I loaded it up, and I'm like, I actually might fail this, and it's gonna be my second fail of the week. But hey, if you never try, you never know. And you just gotta try. Like, I don't know. I'm so happy with that, to be honest. That squat session felt really good all around. Those pause reps were feeling really, really good. I don't even know how to explain it, but I was feeling a lot tighter in my quads, and I was in a more, I'm not gonna say it was more upright, but I don't want to say like upright like this, but it was in more of a neutral position. Everything was stacked right, and I just felt good. I felt more explosive, and I felt like I was getting out of that hole a lot cleaner and better than I have been. So the first set was a bit wonky because I did have my belt a bit too high and a bit too tight. So it kept like digging into my side and I was just annoyed, but I just kept going because I'm like, I've already started. Let's just keep doing it and we'll see where it goes. And then after that, I fixed my belt and everything felt so much better. So good squat session. That's all I have to say about that. Before we get into bench though, I do want to have a little chat because I was thinking to myself earlier, like when I say earlier, I mean yesterday, but it technically was at 3 a.m. So technically it was earlier today. I couldn't sleep, so I went into my like main floor and I have a fireplace, so I just turned it on and I laid down there and the heat is just so nice. So I was just lying down there trying to fall asleep, but I couldn't, so I started thinking, as one does at 3 a.m. And we as a society are not okay with being bored. We are constantly trying to find things to do, and we are never bored anymore. We constantly, if we feel bored, we're constantly like on our phone, or we're going to get something to eat, or we gotta go play a video game. There's never any time to just sit in silence and like stare at the wall, stare at the sky, go outside and like just sit there, right? We are not okay with being bored. And it's our fault in a sense, but it's only our fault because we've constantly been reintroducing these things. Introducing these things like the phone, video games, and all those things can be used for good. I'm not saying they're horrible and we should get rid of them. They can be used for good, but we have not been using them for the good. We have been using them for bad. I believe it's through boredom that ideas come about. It's through boredom that we can find God truly. I was talking to my friend about so basically I have been thinking about a person constantly, right? And my little brother comes to me and he says, it's scientifically proven, which I don't know, I haven't searched it up, but he was like, it's been scientifically proven that if you are constantly thinking of someone, that most likely means they're also thinking of you. So I told that to my best friend, and he then turned around and said, if that is true, do you think if we're constantly thinking of God, do you think he's thinking about us? So then I said, does God think, or does he just do? We don't know what God really is. And then I said, I believe that thinking is what killed us as a society. And it all leads down to the start of the Bible. When Adam and Eve are in the garden and the serpent tempts them to eat that apple, saying, you're not going to die. God's lying to you. You won't die. Just eat the apple. God just doesn't want you to be like him. Eat the apple. When you eat the apple, you'll be like God, right? So Eve ate the apple. And that's when they became aware. That's when they start to think about these little details that they've never thought about. They then say, why am I naked? Right? God asked them, how do you know that you're naked? And right there, that's when I think we died, right? God said you die if you eat the apple. And I was at Mass this Wednesday, and I was thinking about that. I'm like, so God was lying because they didn't die. But then I said to myself, no, they did die. Because we lost that full connection with God when they ate that apple. Adam hid from God because he was ashamed. He didn't want to confess his sins, even though God knew and God was trying to give him that chance. But Adam was thinking, and that's when we died right there. And ever since then, it's just been us trying to like regain that connection with God. And Jesus finally came down to restore that connection. But it's within Jesus. It's within the trust and the belief of Jesus that we will find God. And it's difficult. But back on track here, I think it's the thinking that kills us, because we're constantly thinking. We're constantly thinking about the future, thinking about the past, thinking about what's going to happen next. And we're not just like blank. And we're not just like calm and being like, God, I'm here for you. And whatever happens is going to happen because of you. It's that thinking that worries us. The devil tempts us to be like, what happens if you can't complete this at this time, and this time you can't make enough money, and then you won't have a house, you won't be able to support your family. What if you don't even have a family? What if you never find your wife? Those are my thoughts, and they make me anxious and worried all the time. What happens when we turn those thoughts off and we actually allow God to enter us, enter our brain, right? Let's hear God's thoughts instead of ours. Let's try to be silent and allow God to be with us. With that being said, we still got this bench session to do, right? So let's get started with the bench session, and that will be the end of that. Thank you for watching if you made it this far. If you made it this far, how was that squat? Like, I'm excited about that squat because that's not my max. That was my max after being tired and fatigued and my muscles being used. What happens when they're fresh? We'll never know until we know. All right. That is the bench session done. It was honestly an okay one. I was honestly texting people, wishing them a happy Valentine's Day. And I was messaging my manager because tomorrow, I didn't realize, I thought it was Sunday. Tomorrow is my sign up for my competition at 9 a.m., which I'm working at 9 a.m. I have a class that I'm coaching. So I was texting him to see if I would be able to take like 5 minutes max to run to the washroom and just sign up on my phone. Fingers crossed, I can and everything goes well. Hopefully, like, there's no issues with that, because my coach was saying how this lift competition fills up pretty quickly. So I have to be on the ball and just sign up right at 9 a.m. as soon as it opens. So fingers crossed that everything goes well. But with that being said, that is the end of our session. As always, thank you for watching. I hope God blesses you, and I hope you have a blessed Valentine's Day and a great week ahead of you. Peace.